This is Barry Zalma speaking for Claim School Incorporated with true crime stories of insurance fraud. This being number 23, entitled Insurance Fraud, a Way to Reduce Violent Crime. I present these videos so you can learn how insurance fraud is perpetrated and what is necessary to deter or defeat insurance fraud. Recently, the California Department of Insurance Fraud Division arrested a young woman in Los Angeles County for operating an insurance fraud school. She advertised her service in local throwaway newspapers and on social media. She had operated for several years, teaching methods of committing automobile insurance fraud. Only after a police officer enrolled in one of her classes was she arrested. Her defense counsel suggested that she admit the school existed, but that she had no criminal intent. It was her intent only to reduce violent crime in her neighborhood. The teacher lived in a Latino barrio in East Los Angeles, an area racked with violent crime and gangs. The teacher would testify that robbers shot a close relative in the armed robbery of a convenience store. She felt helpless to change the situation. She learned, as a result of an automobile accident, the ease with which her claim was paid. She recovered more money than she expected from the insurance company with ease. They never verified any of her claims. She became a student of insurance. She visited the local library and read everything she could. She applied for and obtained a job as a trainee adjuster. She learned to investigate claims. She learned that claims investigations required little effort. With the knowledge she gained from her reading and employment with an insurance company, she started her school. The school would teach gangbangers that robbing convenience stores was dangerous. Store owners shot back. Police tracked down and arrested armed robbers. The police, on the other hand, showed absolutely no interest in insurance fraud. The money was easy, and the work was safe. She believed correctly that if a gangbanger learned how easy it was to steal from an insurance company, he would never take the risk of robbing a convenience store or mugging innocent individuals. Every Tuesday and Thursday, she would gather 30 people in her living room and impart her insurance knowledge. She never personally participated in insurance fraud. She merely taught people how to do it. She gathered names of physicians and chiropractors working in the barrio. These healthcare professionals had no qualms about producing false and fraudulent medical bills. They only wanted the face amount of the billing. She got from her fellow adjusters the names of attorneys who would not ask questions when claimants would appear in their office 5 times a year. For 1/3 of the recovery, they filed suit against anyone. She taught her customers the swoop and squat. This is where a car with 4 passengers pulls in front of a Mercedes or a Lincoln, stops short, and is rear-ended. All 4 occupants of the vehicle may claim against the owner of the Mercedes for soft tissue injuries. She explained the uninsured motorist fraud where the claimant dents his vehicle by backing into a building or a tree. The claimant then reports a hit-and-run automobile accident to his insurer. She taught her students how to work together. One plays the insured, the other plays the claimant. She preached it was safer to switch roles regularly. She taught her classes how to pursue a slip-and-fall claim against a grocery or a restaurant. She taught it was important that before they fall, there must be spilled liquid to slip on. She did role playing with each of her students. She helped them become familiar with the methods by which adjusters take recorded statements. She explained to each of her students that they should never lie to an adjuster. She explained that absolute truth was required. Only the facts of the accident and the injuries could be fabricated. She taught each of the appropriate symptoms for a cervical sprain and a lumbosacral sprain or strain. She explained to each of them the physical therapy they must describe receiving, even though they would never receive any physical therapy, to convince the adjuster that they had treated with a doctor or chiropractor. She taught how to negotiate with the adjuster and make the adjuster feel confident. She explained that if they could settle with the adjuster, they would keep more of the fruits of the crime. Her lessons were effective. She trained hundreds of gangbangers to be insurance claimants. All of them made a good living from insurance fraud. They found no reason to commit violent crimes. From the time her class started until her arrest, the violent crime rate in the barrio went down 20%. Automobile insurance fraud, unknown to the defrauded insurers in the barrio, went up 40%. The teacher was doing a service for her community. She charged her students for this service, but only enough to pay her rent and survive. She did not become wealthy from the school for insurance fraud. She believes she saved the lives of many convenience store clerks and gangbangers. At her trial, she explained to the judge and jury that she believed the court should honor her for her efforts to reduce violent crime. Punishment for preventing violent crime, she argued, was inappropriate. The argument was a good one, but the judge applied the law, and the teacher was sentenced to spend the next 5 years in state prison. Her students continue to make a good living making false insurance claims, and almost none have ever been caught in the process. This video was adapted from my book, Insurance Fraud Cost Everyone, which is available as both a Kindle book and a paperback from Amazon.com. Thank you for your attention.